Yeah, so like I say, and the prison scene is a tough scene to get out of in general, but it's a real tough scene to get out of, and I'm meaning here intellectually and spiritually, uh, in our own day and time. Okay, so it's sort of like a dead end. It's sort of like a, an end sort of game, sort of scenario for us, and and indeed it is for most people. So Plato puts Socrates uh, into this scene, and Socrates is considered the the first philosophizer, right? And a philosophizer, not philosopher, right? Philosophers come after Socrates, right? Philosophizer is someone who's able to intervene, always intervene in a situation, always find a way out, always think one one's way out of something, to always generate new thoughts, not to get to the end where there's no way out, where thinking stops, where um, there's just no way to cover ground, right? So that's what philosophizing is, right? It's overcoming, it's intervening, overcoming, and generating new forms of thinking, new ideas, new ways of seeing things, right? So it's a fairly, optimistic sort of view of things. It's labor intensive, but it's the idea that, we can think our way out of prison houses, no matter what they may be. So, being the first philosophizer, of course, Plato's going to put Socrates into this situation and see what he can do. Um, And so that's what we're looking at. So can he think his way out of it? Can he think and dialecticize his way out of this condition, right? So Crito is going to give him a way out. He's like, hey, let's escape, right? And then Socrates is going to challenge that argument and produce his own argument for not escaping, right? But in not escaping, right, physically, is he making an argument for seeing, a prison house, a prison scene in a different way? Is he generating, uh, you know, thought, new ways of thinkings in this scene? Okay, so those are the things that you want to sort of consider. I think, uh, does the text open itself up, or can we open up the text to this? Alternative sort of thinking, right? And that's what exam 5 is asking you to do, okay, in a number of ways.